morning, everyone. Are we ready to do a chair workout today? I'm ready. The sun is out, finally. The best part about this workout is I'm not going to change the springs on the chair. So right now I have them 2 black springs loaded second from the top on the cactus. I have my rails on. I'm not going to need them at the beginning, but we will as we go on. That's how I teach a group class. I keep the rails on because I'm going to need them. I have 2-pound weights each. You decide how heavy. I would suggest light. All right. Sitting on that chair, heels are going to go on hip distance parallel. Arms are long by your side, knuckles face front. Getting myself situated on the chair. All right, I feel good. As the pedal goes down, arms go forward. And then arms go down, knees bend in. So, need to move my heels around a little bit, get that right position. So I'm going to check in with where I'm sitting. My sit bones are as far forward as I'm not tipping over like this. So watch that. May take a few reps, get into the right position. I'm not going to go down all the way to the wood with the pedal because my legs are short. And our goal is to remain stable through the hips, through the pelvis, as we go through this motion with the legs and arms. A few more here. Hold. Let's pulse that pedal down. So super small, cutting that range of motion pretty much in half. Actually, I'm already starting to feel the tops of my thighs wake up here. You're holding those arms isometrically. Breathe, relax. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. How many Pilates teachers have told you that? Pause with the pedal. Bend those elbows, palms face forward, and extend. Bend and extend. Almost like we're doing a reverse bicep curl. It might feel a little weird. And bend. Good. So imagine that those triceps are on top of a table. They're staying absolutely still, but the elbows bend and straighten. Give me 3, 2, 1, done. Arms go down a second. I have an itch on my nose. All right, toes go on where the heels were. Toes go on. We're gonna bend those elbows by our sides. Knuckles face the sides of the room. So lifting those heels up. As we punch the arms forward, take the pedal down. Bending those knees, bending those elbows. Forward and bend. Sitting up nice and tall. There lies the challenge of the footwork on the chair. It's pretty easy to do this. No, we don't want to do that. We want to sit up nice and tall, so it's tough on those hip flexors. I hear you. We're going to add some rotation here. 1, as the pedal goes down, punch one arm forward, look. Pedal comes up, bend that elbow in. Let's go to the other side. I'm growing taller as I'm pressing that pedal down. My knees, hips pointed straight ahead as I do that rotation. Give me one more to the right. To the left. Hold center, arms punch forward. Let's pulse the pedal down, down. Again, we're holding those arms still. Isometrically, we're not bending, no eccentric, no concentric, just holding still. Pause with the pedal. Bicep curl and straighten. Curl and straighten. Slow is always best. Again, triceps on that tabletop. You want to keep them still in space as you bend and straighten. My legs are starting to shake because I'm holding that pedal still. 2, 1, up you go. It's tough. Okay, stay narrow. I'm going to go to turned out with my feet. Turn out with my feet, making that nice little piece of pie. So my heels are connected. Toes are nice and spread on the pedal. My arms are going to go long. I have to remember I've got these rails here, so I have to account for that. My arms are going to go straight by your side. My palms are going to face forward. Again, nice and tall. Find that breath. Big inhale. Exhale, arms go forward, pedal down and up. I have to kind of reset myself again. I felt myself tilting forward there. Down and up. Matching the movement of the legs with the arms. We're in no rush. Take your time. Especially with this one, I feel like I'm growing so tall through the crown of my head as I push the pedal down. Hold the arms out there, pulse down with the pedal. Pulse down, pulse down. Gluing my heels together. My arms are staying still. Finding that breath. Hold the pedal there. Hold the pedal there. Bring those arms shoulder distance. Open. Shoulder distance and open. Waken up that chest. Hello, pecs. Finding that breath. So those weights are hanging heavy in those hands. We don't have a death grip. You're almost there. We can do it. I'm doing it with you. 2, 1, up you go. I don't know about you, but I'm just going to round here a little bit because I'm tired. We have 2 more rounds of footwork on the chair, and then we're moving on. Okay. Heels are going to go wide. Heels are going to go wide. Turned out. Taking the weights and pressing them together. So the heads of the weights come together. You're making kind of like this imaginary O right here, and you're going to keep it that way. Let's press the pedal down and up. Down and up. Finding that breath. Now, as the pedal rises, arms lower. As the pedal goes down, arms lift. Growing tall. Good. Squeeze the heads of the weights together. I'm thinking I'm much taller right now than I really am. I'm actually not that short. I just have short arms and legs. Which reminds me, notice I'm not going all the way down. On this next one, hold the arms there. Pulse down with the pedal. Tiny pulses. Finding that breath. Tiny pulse and pulse. Hold still. Squeeze the heads of the weights together. Small release. Squeeze. Small release. Working the chest. Squeeze. So you're just holding those knees bent and still with tension on that pedal. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, up. Okay. We have one more piece of footwork on this chair. I'm gonna round over and find my best posture. Okay, last thing here. Toes go on where those heels were. Toes go on. One weight in each hand still. Arms go behind you. Get them as nice and long as you can. Palms facing up. Lifting those heels. Notice I'm slightly hinged forward at the hip. Hinged forward. As you press the pedal down, give me a few inches lift with those arms. Bend the knees up. Arms return to their original spot. Okay, triceps. Try and get those arms as straight as pins. Again, my fingertips are free. I'm not clenching onto those weights. As I take the pedal down, arms lift. I lower the arms, bend the knees. Even though I'm hinged forward, I'm still thinking of growing taller through my spine towards the wall in front of me. Hold those arms back there. This is it, guys. Tiny pulses. Really nice deep crease at the hips. Can you get those arms even longer? They're just holding still, holding the weight. All right, this is it. We can do this. I'm with you. Hold the pedal still. Let's pulse up and up with the arms. I don't care how big that pulse up of the arms are. Just tiny up and down. You do you. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. Up you go. Nice work. That was super fun, wasn't it? Woohoo! If you thought that was fun, wait till we move on here.